the Lincoln Tunnel, through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Denver Broncos. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 31. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever. But sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. He's at the 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. His defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll be taken down. The Jets get him there for the sack. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. A first update now from Cleveland, and that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. K.J. Hamler returning it. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. It's 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Play action. Now Wilson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Check 45 to mine. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Charlie. 45 to mine. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty calm. Welcome to the right.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his left. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Butler. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And he's on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw here. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Second and 16. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up. Under pressure, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Second and 12. They'll look to throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 99 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
61.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's got his target, Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. He'll drop to throw. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a second down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll set up a throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. Williams loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes left side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall and fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Hamler now to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
2nd and 11. Back to throw again. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And he missed it. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Johnson running left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings them second and 9.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Well, I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, that first win remains elusive. They dropped to 0-12.